Welcome back, all you beautiful thinking people, you. I'm your host, Clyde Phillips of Advocation X, and I'm here with another little tidbit of information that can help you moving into the future. Before I begin, hit the like button, subscribe, become a member, share this with your friends and family and everyone around you so that we can beat the algorithm and get out to more and more and more people. What's my topic today? It's a continuing, ongoing topic. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you who have used my referral codes. There's referrals for Tesla. There's also my IMDb there where you can go and you can take a look at what I've done and what maybe is coming up for me in the future. With that being said, let me get into the next installment of you want to buy an electric car. You've made the decision, you're ready to go forward. You may have used my link or you've gone for some other type of electric car. But either way, you've made the commitment and you're moving forward. I'm going to use my experience with the Tesla purchase to help you understand how difficult or easy it might be. So with the Tesla, I was going in to look for a used Tesla. And I thought, you know what? It's an entry level. Let me get something used, something cheap, and I can go off and just, figure out if this is the right direction for me. All my research said yes, but of course, until you actually do it, you're not ever really sure, right? I enter in, I'm like, you know what? I've been looking for some used Teslas and I have only found 4. And I'm wondering, do you guys have an inventory of used Teslas or whatever, trade-ins or whatever that you're selling? He goes, well, let me look. He goes on the computer. He comes up with the same 4 that I saw. There's no others. Maybe if you want to do a private deal somewhere, you can do a private deal, but there were no other used Teslas on the market. It could have something to do with that I was buying in the height of the used car rush, when nobody was able to get chips and they weren't able to complete their cars and people were on long waiting lists. And if you were waiting for a new Tesla, it was going to take you months and months and months. I'm looking at used Teslas that were in the vicinity of about 64,000, 65,000 used ones. It was insane. But I wanted to get into a Tesla. I've been waiting 3.5 years, almost 4 years for my Cybertruck. And I'm like, that's it. I'm not waiting anymore. I want to get in a Tesla now. With the 4 that we looked at, I said, those are the same 4 I saw. He said, well, that's probably all that's available. Because right now, there's a rush. Everybody is looking for, and they're in waiting lists for. He said, but let me show you something. This might be of interest to you. He went to the new site, and he looked for inventory, brand new Tesla Model 3. I didn't even think to look at the Model Y. I don't know why. But anyways, one was sitting there. Only one. There was only one. And it was for $61,000. It was less than the used ones. And I said, well, why would it be less? He's like, because it's the only one here. Maybe nobody's actually even realized it's there, right? But the used ones are going for astronomical amounts because nobody can order. You get on a waiting list for an order. So I said, you know what? Sign me up. I'll take it. Just like that. He goes, okay. Well, he said, you just have to arrange your financing, come in, sign the paperwork, and it's yours. You might have to wait a little bit for it to get in here because we have to bring it from wherever it's at. I said, okay, done. And I got my car ready to go, got it cleaned up, got an oil change. The car that I had was a 2018 Ford Fusion Energy Platinum version, hand-stitched leather. Everything was phenomenal, moonroof, sunroof. Wow, what a car. And I was so happy to trade it in. As a matter of fact, when I bought that, I was very angry with the people around my life because what did they tell me when I said to them that I was thinking of buying a Tesla? Teslas are too expensive. Don't even think about it. They're this, they're that. They don't hold a charge. They got no range. I was hearing all kinds of garbage. This is before I did extensive research. I did cursory research, and this Fusion Energy was touted as having 2.9 liters per 100 kilometers. 2.9 on a full-size sedan. Sporty, gorgeous sedan. That was a lie. Whenever I got decent liters per 100 kilometers out of that thing, I was sitting at chargers for hours and hours and getting the most out of that little 35 kilometers of charge that I got on that battery. It was a pain in the arse. I was happy to trade that in. When the day came, I walked in. Paperwork was already there on a clipboard ready to go. I went up to the counter and I said, okay, well, do you want to take a look at my trade-in? Or no need. It's already been calculated and everything's ready to go. Just sign those papers, take the clipboard over there, sign those papers, blah, 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 blah. And he says, and if you want, go take a look around the car. Make sure everything is fine and up to par before you do. And then bring the papers back to me. That was it. No pressure, no standing beside me, no hovering over me, making sure I do this and I do that and I check this box and add this extra insurance and this extra coverage and this extra that and protection for the interior, protection for the exterior, protection for your wheels, protection for your... Like, nothing. Just go away, take your clipboard, look over the car, you like it, sign those set of papers you need to sign, attach your registration for your trade-in, and bring it back. Nobody's going to try to upsell me. They don't want me to maybe go to a Model S or a Model X with a falcon wing doors or... No. We're here to service you and give you what you need. And if you ask for this, this is what we're going to do. If you have a question, we'll answer your questions. Here's a clipboard. All signed, ready to go. Okay, car's yours. Go ahead. I'm like, really? Just like that? He goes, yeah. When you get in the car, you're going to see a startup screen, and it's going to bring you to a bunch of videos. It'll teach you all about the car, and you can decide if you want to look at it all now or you want to learn certain things. And he said, if you have any questions, just go out there and check some of the videos, and if you have any questions, come back and grab me, and I'll try to help you answer anything that you need. Really? That painless? That's how easy it was. Now, I don't know, I can't give you the experience with other electric vehicles, but I can tell you that with the Tesla, it was way too painless. It was suspiciously painless. So I sat in the car. I didn't want to leave that lot. You know what happens when you drive off the lot, right? That's it. You're stuck. Buyer beware. So I sat in the lot and I went through all the videos and I was like trying all the things and setting up everything. Everything worked perfectly. Paired my phone with the car, set my glove box pin, set pin to drive so that you could steal my car. You get in it, but you can't go anywhere because you need to know my pin in order to drive. I never heard of that before. I learned so much about the Tesla, and it was still only about 50% of what I was to learn later. So, after that, off I drove. And I can tell you, folks, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I never test drove it before. I drove a Model S way back on a movie set. It was simple. It was easy. This one pedal driving had me stumped for about a day and a half. I'd be riding along and I'd see a red light and I'd take my foot off the accelerator and the car would lurch. And I'd be like, what the heck? Oh, right, regenerative braking. Okay, I got to be a little more controlled with that. And for a day and a half, lurch. Like I did that so many times, I should have changed my name to Lurch. But after about a day and a half, I got used to it. And I can tell you now today, I'll never go back. I'll never go back to this searching for the right pedal and pushing here and your shoe getting caught in the brake pedal as you're trying to get it off the accelerator and over to the brake. And no, I'm not going back. Do we have brakes in the Tesla? Yes, we do. Can you use them? Yes, you can if you want to. You got a choice. Use the brake if you like. I prefer to preserve my brakes and not have to change them for about 350,000 miles. Yeah, if you take care of your brakes properly on a Tesla, you'll almost never have to change your brakes. Day and a half, I got totally used to it. It was amazing. And the learning was just about to begin. So, folks, you decided to buy an electric car. I'm going to tell you all about the Tesla in series. But I'm also going to add in what I do know about other electric cars. And I can tell you, an electric car is the way to go. Now, in the very beginning, I was telling people to go into the Hyundai Konas because I heard so many good things about it. And then I had to backtrack and try to apologize to everybody because I heard of the fires that were going on. Their cars were catching on fire. And I had been telling people that if you can't afford a Tesla, maybe this is the best way to go. Okay, they recalled and they did what they had to do. Like, I would never trust one of those cars again. Like, never. Unless they got all of their componentry and their software from Tesla. Because at least Tesla, I know, safest cars on the road. My apologies to everybody again that I suggested to try out any of these other cheaper electric vehicles. I didn't do enough research on them to be able to know, but I was going by other people's suggestions. No, do your own research, folks. Do your own research. Don't just listen to other people. Use them as a guide to point you in a direction to do your own research, okay? With that, remember, we never give up and we never give in. We keep an open mind. Why? Because that's how we gather our knowledge, and knowledge is the only power we're ever going to know. Don't give up your power. Do your own research. And folks, please be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay as happy as humanly possible. So, till next time, love you all. Can't wait to chat with you again. Ciao for now.